What? Wait a second. What does this do? Oh, haha, I'm an idiot. Ladies. Hey, ladies. How do I sound, by the way? There goes the notification. Thank you, YouTube. Ladies, I have a tip for you, by the way, guys. Are you listening? Do you ever want to feel real skinny about your clothes buying choices? I am telling you, and I cannot stress it enough. If you want to feel skinty, go and purchase fucking pantalones from Victoria's Secret. Go and buy yourself some used to be $50 but are now $13. Go buy some amazing leggings, yoga pants, whatever kind of pants you like, and you will be astonished at how extremely enormous their sizes run. Want to feel skinny? Go buy Victoria's Secret clothing ASAP. It's good quality too. Like, you're not going to get like the black leggings you get, and after a while it'll start to get really thin, and then your underwear on your ass will begin to show through. Nay, that's not going to happen with Victoria's Secret. Get them. Rio says, I know, right? Victoria's Secret sizing is very generous, isn't it? Oh my God. Never in my life have I purchased an extra large and been like, what? What? Oh, you want to hop in this with me, John? Like crazy, enormous. The sizes run insane. Sylvale says, I walked past Victoria's Secret yesterday, saw garlic. You know what's funny? And I get it. It's a funny haha joke about him taking his mom to Victoria's Secret. But I don't know if your mama just doesn't know or if he was just doing it for the joke's sake. But Victoria's Secret sells clothing. Like, I don't know if you guys have been in one, but maybe 1/10 of the store is dedicated to underwear and undergarments in general, but it's mostly clothing, like clothing and accessories and lotions and body sprays. So I don't think it's weird for a man to be taking his mom to Victoria's Secret. I don't think it's weird at all. Vintage Camera Girl says it's vanity sizing to make you, whoa, really? To make you buy more from them. Let me tell you, if that's true, it works. It definitely works a lot. Sylvale says, I like that he shops for his mom. Okay, wait, tell me the story though. Why were people making fun of him? Was he taking his mom to Victoria's Secret, or was he just shopping at Victoria's Secret for his mother? Like, listen, if he specified that he was buying lingerie and naughties and like underwear, then yes, it's weird. But if he was just shopping in general for his mom at Victoria's Secret, I don't think that's weird at all. They sell a lot of popular perfumes. They sell lotions and body sprays. They sell really nice pocketbooks sometimes. I don't think it's weird at all, unless he was specifying to be purchasing undergarments. Sylvia says, I don't like him so much for his bias. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. He's a I listened to a couple of his streams. I've never done it on my own, so it was definitely in live stream. And at first it seemed to me as though he was capable of being fair and honest, but very quickly it became apparent that he sways to the side of hate for hate's sake, just like everybody else does. And his overt and blatant support of Yaba and her fuckery says all I need to know about this individual anyway. You know what I mean? Like, that's enough for me at this point. Sylvale says he was shopping just usual stuff. Yeah, I don't think that's weird then at all. Reading Retail says, but Breezy said that. Did he ever say that? That's the question for you. Okay, if that's the case, we're getting this fucking, oh my God. We're getting this lore as allegations from fucking Breezy? Oy vey, we should never repeat this ever again. She can't be trusted. She is a lying sack of holy hell in a handbasket. And can somebody fill me in real quick? Is I did not look into this at all, but based on the couple of tweets I've seen here and there, this is what I perceive. Tell me if I'm correct or not. I know that Kybella was supposed to do an interview with her man, not Kybella's man, with Breezy's man, that guy Isaac. And by things that I said, it looks as though he fucked over Breezy and is now fucking with Kybella. Is that what happened? Can somebody tell me if I'm correct with that or not? He's a pack animal. He does safety in numbers. Yes. You're talking about Gorlick with that. Yes, I agree. Opal says, ugh, these bitches are such a mess. But am I wrong or am I right? You're saying exactly that. So that is what happened. So she's out here. Oh, what a terrible, terrible idiot bitch. So Breezy's out here defending him and being like, oh, he's my man. He's gorgeous. He's wonderful. Making an absolute fucking fool of herself. And then the moment that he has Kybella on stream and she's fucking down to partay, he's like, haha, fuck you, Breezy. I'm with Kybella now, bitch. Like, wow, amazing. This space is so amazing, let me tell you. Let's get into Twitter. Am I sharing it yet? Let me share Twitter. I'm going to use Twitter as my jump off point to talk in so many directions because listen, we have so much to talk about and all of it is fucking terrible. And I've got to say, I felt very strongly about everything that's going on and the things that have been shared publicly, but I've got to say over the past few days I feel a little bit differently and I'll tell you why. Like we'll get into all of the ins and outs. I'm so curious to hear how you guys feel about all of it and we shall discuss all of it together. Let me share Twitter. All right, I don't even know where to begin, to be honest. I think maybe I should. Let's start with Gaining Ground's Twitter, just because I know he tweeted a lot of the shit I want to talk about. What's this? Old Yabba Dabba Doo is trying to make they support Negs a thing to distract from the fact that she supports and holds a wrench on the channel who made this anti-Semitic. Oh, we already talked about that, I think. Maybe Sam should donate the $177 she made earlier to that cause instead. I'll stick to Rain. Hey Girl Hey says, why don't they hold a charity / fundraiser to help the victim get the internet scrubbed of her child sexual assault report that should have never been shared? Yaba says exactly. And that was Gaining Ground's response because Sam made $177 in super chats on the stream she did where she discusses, and she discussed it in a very disturbing way, or so I'm told, and we're probably going to watch that together. Hold on a second. Oi. Hold on, my shoe of peepees, yo. Do you guys agree that did you guys watch her stream? I'm talking about Sam's most recent stream. I was told by people that I agree with and trust that she talked about this situation really in a disgusting, painting her and Yaba the victim type of way. Like just so fucking tasteless and disturbing. Yes, Silvana, thank you. I always forget to say, but guys, please hit the thumbs up. Please always be hitting the thumbs up if you can. It really does help. It helps the channel. It helps to distribute the stream. It ensures that you will be notified when I'm live, etc. Things like that. Please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate you. And thank you, Silvana, for always reminding me of that because I always forget. Um, so and I think Rain is the charity that Gaining Ground and Belinda are going to be raising money for in their upcoming stream tonight. I can't wait to hear because you know that they're gonna go fucking insane. You know, Yaba's gonna have all of these disgusting fucking things to say about Belinda and her intentions for why she's doing this and blee 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 blee. And fucking we can already fucking predict it. I can already taste it. Like fucking Christ, man. These people never stop. Gaining Ground says, please consider donating to Rain. The link is below. Oh, here she already began it. Yaba says, holding a charity to further exploit this situation doesn't make you any less pieces of shit. Just so you know, you're not doing it for the cause. Again, it's so obvious what you and wait. You're not doing it for the cause. Again, it's obvious what you are doing. A blind person can see through y'all shit. Nice try. So fucking disgusting. Wait, did they already go live? I thought it was at 8 p.m. tonight. Am I bugging? Yo, am I fucking bugging, guys? Isn't it tonight at 8 that they're streaming? Hold on. Sylveo says they never donate a dime and they are hating on the ones who do. Vile. Do you want to know what it is? And we've talked about this many times on this channel. There is something about Yaba in terms of in this space, she cannot fucking stomach it. She cannot stand it when anybody or any organization makes money from the people that she considers like to the people that she thinks belong to her. She thinks any money made in this space is hers and hers like first and foremost. And if she allows it, maybe if she likes you, she'll allow it to trickle down in your fucking direction. She's always had like such a weird, fucked up ownership and entitlement of the money making in this space. It's so fucking off putting. But you want to talk about grifters, hey? You want to talk about fucking people's intentions, hey? You want to talk about what is and isn't fucking transparent, hey? Like, I can see right through you, bitch. And I always fucking have. Like, oh my God. Do you want to know what fucks me up the most? Think about where the fuck all of us were at this exact time last year. Who were you supporting? Whose chats were you in? Who did you hate at that moment? Who were you championing? And I say that and I remind, not so I can gloat and say I told you so, but just to make everybody just think back at who are you supporting and based on what? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very important if you really think back to those of you, when I say this, I mean those of you who at this time last year were supporting Yaba. Try and think, because I would imagine if you really sat there and thought about it, you couldn't even give me a real answer. Why were you actually supporting her? What qualities as a person made you feel like she was worthy of your support, of your time, of your money if you donated in her direction? Because if you're being honest with yourself, when it all boils down, the answer is because she had common enemies with somebody that you disliked. You know what I mean? That's the answer for most people. Of course, not all people, but most people. And I say that and I remind to say to be careful. Be careful who you support. Keep your eyes wide fucking open. Always at all fucking times. What else? I want to get to this tweet. What they used as a thumbnail. Oh my God. I can't wait to get to this tweet. It's fucking absurd. Keenan Ground says, I'm telling you, Sam couldn't wait for this to come out. She made more money today because, of course, she monetized the stream than she's made in months. And she's got to play victim with her tiny violin. Also, here we go. Gina's kids lost a what? Oh my God. And I guess it's from the farm. Somebody says, Sam just said that not only did Corey's kids lose a father, but Gina's kids also lost a father figure. We're all victims, says Sam. Holy shit. If she fucking said that, do you know how disgusting of a fucking sad excuse for a human being you need to be? Lost a father figure? They lost a fucking rapist, a dangerous fucking rapist who fucking ding dong, thank God he's fucking dead. Burn in hell. Thank you, drive through. Like, holy shit, dude. Lost a father figure? I can't even believe the fucking audacity to make a statement like that. And this is just evidence of the super chats. Like, holy fuck, dude. I want to see what people said under this tweet. Oh, I said, I said, lost a rapist. Good riddance. Burn in hell. I agree with myself. I'm gonna like it. Dirty Uncle Sal said 177, 30%. Imagine that being the most money you made in months. And you had to monetize the discussion of your partner's ex depravity, his toddler victim, and his death to even be able to make that much. Can't relate. What trash she is. Always has been and always will be. And that's my point, man. These fucking people have always been this way. Doesn't matter who they like or hate at the fucking time, who they're fighting with, who they're doxing or not, who's doxing them. They have always been garbage. The worst fucking kind. Damn it, Amber says I'd rather be poor. Me too, holler. Shadow Hair says the kids lost an abuser. Why continue to talk this monster up to adults? Make it make sense. Oh, G says whoever called it about Sam being the one to write the obit nailed it. Oh, did she admit it? That's another thing too. Like, because evidence has shown now. I talked on Twitter. I was like, I'm so curious what the timeline is. We found out pretty much. We don't know the timeline exactly, but we have somewhat of an idea based on tweets. I mean, based on text messages that have been shared, etc. And it's clear that they were aware of these allegations since before that obituary was written. And I don't care who fucking wrote it. If Sam wrote it still, why was he painted as a fucking saint? Is what I want to know. And I think the argument has been on Yaba's behalf, like, oh, I did it for my children. I get it, okay? It's one thing to not call him out his fucking name and call him a rapist in the obituary. I get that for your children, but you don't gotta fucking lie and paint him to be a fucking saint. Why couldn't it be some, oh, he survived by this, and that person. He was a father. He was a man. Like, just state facts. You know what I mean? Why do you have to go above and beyond to paint him? I can't fucking understand it at all. Oh, hi, Dad. It's been so long. How have you been? Have you been all right? I feel like I haven't seen you in like a week or so. I hope everything's good. Sylvia says morals offend her deeply. Oy vey. The bitch Carol Baskin says, I wonder how Sam and Yaba would feel if people started paying the shit Sam said about Pirate, but directed at all of the kids around that man. I'm so disgusted by her. You know what I don't like? Why do weird tweets that don't belong now end up below the stream that, like, the tweet stream I'm trying to read? It's very confusing sometimes. And yo, what the fuck was this about? Somebody commented to Gaining Ground and says, "You, you Cliffy Poo, discounted life, not my dominator. Your socks that have used what are the low life piece of shit for bringing a child's trauma of highly private and sensitive information into the community and discussing it for content and your sick blood sport and targeted hate campaign. It doesn't get lower or more vile than that. Get the fuck out of here with your lame 6-year-old receipts when Yaba and Sam didn't like each other. It's laughable as they are in a committed, loving relationship now. Something you don't know and probably will never know because you're a deplorable degenerate no one will commit to. And that is why you're seething with jealousy. Failed YouTuber loser. You can't stand that Yaba and Sam are not only successful at what you failed doing, but they're respected and loved by their audience because they're good people. Unlike your motley crew of moronic rejects who are just like you, losers, all of you. Oh my God. I need to respond to this before we read Gaining Ground's response to it because I got to rip it all to shreds. All of that is fucking nonsense, not drama, nonsense, fuckery, ridiculousness. First of all, I am so tired of people calling Gaining Ground a failed YouTuber. If you have been watching and you're being honest with yourself from beginning to end, Gaining Ground is so far from a YouTube failure. Gaining Ground was doing fucking phenomenal. Okay. When he was doing reactions to Gaining Ground, I mean, to Amberlynn and Chantel, he was doing fucking phenomenal. He was doing better than your girl, fucking Yaba, in a fraction of the fucking time with a fraction of the amount of subscribers. He chose to change the direction of his content because morality and ethics and not being a fucking hypocrite and not surrounding the same woman and kicking her while she was down was more important to him than fucking clout and YouTube views and money, etc., etc. Like, can you imagine? Him and I talk about this sometimes. Like, can you imagine where the fuck his channel would be at if he had continued down that path? Like, sometimes I wish he had, because then he would have a large enough channel to, his voice to be loud enough to make real waves when calling out fucking pieces of shit such as these. But it's like, oh my God, what was the rest? 6-year-old receipts, blah, blah, blah. What does it matter how old whatever he's showing is? The point is to show pattern of behavior, to show where things began and where they are now. Like, fucking idiot. What else? What did he say? And how is this person trying to blame Gaining Ground for what does they say exactly? This little piece of shit for bringing a child's trauma into the community. How is it Gaining Ground's fault? Gaining Ground is the one who brought those allegations into the community. How is that Gaining Ground? Not even close. Not even a little bit. Into the community, discussing it for content. Has he even talked about this yet on his channel at all? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Has Gaining Ground discussed this situation at all? What sent me into a tailspin? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay. I know this isn't the space to be like, oh, if you want to talk about it, let's talk and chat. But if you ever want to talk or if you need to vent or anything, fucking hit me up in DMs, man. Let me know. I hope everything is good. I'm sending positive, loving energy in your direction, man. I hope everything's good. Um, I don't know. I thought Tweety left. How are they trying to blame him for this? Bringing this information into the community and discussing it for content and your sick blood sport and targeted hate campaign, it doesn't get lower or more vile than that. Get the fuck out. I can't even entertain this bullshit. And I felt very differently when all of this first came out. I was highly disturbed. Like, listen, I understand the position of the father who shared this information in the first place. I absolutely understand where he's coming from, because, and especially because of where he posted the information. He posted this in a memorial for this fucking monster who had fucking abused his daughter. And in this person is being painted as a fucking saint in death. So I get it where this father was coming from to post the truth of reality and be like, hey, 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 now, to all who fucking love him and are singing his praises, are you aware that he's actually a fucking deplorable monster? So I get his perspective. I was judging very harshly whoever was skulking around the personal and private Facebook accounts of these people and brought it to the farms. At first, I was highly judgmental of this. I feel a little bit differently about it today, like now. I think I didn't see it myself, so I'm not sure if this person chose to redact the victim's name. I think the thing that's most important is just redacting the victim's name. But I think at this point, I think it was necessary to share this information. The only thing that's really fucking wrong are those who have shared this information without redacting the name of the child victim. Because I can't even imagine. Can you imagine this little girl? This is going to live on the internet forevermore. The worst abuse and trauma that she's faced in her fucking child life is now going to be searchable by her name on the internet. Like, oh my God. I just wish everybody would redact her fucking name. I can't understand anybody who shared this information and did not redact. Like, for what? There is no reasonable fucking explanation for why you wouldn't redact the name, you know? Eric says, what she said about gaining ground, it was so ridiculous. Said, oh, that's what you meant? Sure did. I don't know. Gee, what did you say in your comment? If you use certain language, Google will just rip your comment from chat without telling anybody about it. Did you use a word like maybe the R grape word or something like that? Try to spell it funny or space it apart. You know what I mean? See, this is what fucks me up, Sylvale. I was told this, and we're gonna watch together to see. Sylvale says Sam and Yaba said the name herself. Why would you do that? This is why I have no fucking sympathy. These two motherfuckers are gonna sit here and try to cry victim themselves all the while and try to criticize other people for discussing the situation and calling out all of the behaviors around it. Yet they are choosing to use her fucking real government name as well. Explain to me why you think that is. Yo, can you hear me? Does my mic sound okay? I just unplugged it by accident. Am I better now? I can't. One of the biggest things that I can't stomach, and it makes everything that Yaba and Sam have done to gaining ground, learning these facts make everything that they've done and have been saying and calling the gaining ground, it makes it all so much fucking worse. I can't even fucking believe it, guys. I mean it when I say every fucking time Every time I feel that we have fucking hit the threshold of fucked upness in this space, somebody goes and fucking breaks the fucking ceiling. And here we are. Somebody found a new fucking threshold to hit. It is so fucking disheartening and disturbing. I can't. Let's use my tweets because I retweeted what I did on purpose. With purpose. What the fuck, man? Hold on. What is this? Um, why is Sam? So Sam posted. Why is Sam posting EPO info about Jesse the Pred's victim's dad? Whoa. Hasn't Corey's orbit done enough damage to that family? So what? Sam posted fucking docs type information on the little girl's father? The man who was so upset and filled with rage over the treatment, the abuse of his daughter. I can't even. What the fuck, guys? Is this real life at this point? Is this fucking for real? Oh my God. I can't even believe this. Let's see what people are saying under. No one commented. I think it's because I retweeted it. Um, that I just read. That I read as well. I read that one too. What's this one? No, I read that one too. And we eventually, I want to talk about this as well, but I want to do this in a completely different live stream. This deserves a stream of its own where we're only talking about this specific topic. But have you guys heard about the shit going on with Amberlyn Reed? Not only the person who catfished Amberlyn, um, and they're doing a live stream, doing a Q&A, and Jordy covered it, but also Amberlynn's new girlfriend, who's obviously a fucking proven feeder, who just had a girlfriend die from feederism and her complications with her weight. Like, yo, shit in the ALR universe are getting rough, guys. Super fucking rough. But like I said, we need a whole stream dedicated to that specific topic. What else? How many times did I fucking retweet this? Okay. Oh yes, I want to watch Owl's live a little bit too. Somebody on the farm says Sam is live, grossly blaming Owl for everything. And in the same breath, she says the kids are online. And of course, we'll see videos. So all the shit Yabi used to talk about, her ex, all the shit they currently talk about, etc., is available to the kids. And of course, they'll see others talking shit about their dad, but the kids will somehow not see what Corey and Sam say because that makes sense. Won't someone please think of the children? Okay, I have to ask you guys, should we watch Sam's video? Did Yaba put this on her channel as well? Hold on, do I sound like shit? No, it's fine. Um, yo, do you guys know if Yaba covered this as well in stream? What the fuck is Sam's name? She changes her fucking channel name every 5 seconds. It's very annoying. I guess the one we're gonna watch is Foul Owl. Hold on, guys. I got to do my trick real quick just in case Sam tries to pull her tricks and private her live stream so we can no longer watch it. Give me a second. I have to do the thing that I usually do so that she's incapable of kicking me off if she does that. So give me a second. I got to do my tricks. I got to do my tricks. Give me 1 minute, please. Oh my God. Holy shit. I can't even wait to watch this. All right, I'm bringing it up on screen. Let me get rid of this. Twitter. Present. Holy shit, guys. I can't. Did you watch this? I listened to maybe just 45 seconds of it, and already I am fucking enraged. I'm enraged, disturbed, and disgusted. And you know what fucks me up and really makes me sick? Why the need to consistently use Owl's first fucking government name when that is not what she uses on the internet? Like, it's just a little bit of a fuck you, a purposeful fuck you to Owl. She's such a pig bitch, man. I can't even fucking handle it. Yick.
Weasel, hello. Lisa Simpson, thank you so much for gifting 5
Let's
Samantha
speed this
Jean
the fuck
memberships.
up.
Who do we have? Oh God, my screen jumped. Hold on. Fartbox Demon Pondu,
Yeah,
Tanya,
yeah,
Glamba
yeah, yeah.
Mayhem. Glad you're
Shut
here.
up.
Scarletter and Legal. Okay. It's sure.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, exactly. Lisa Simpson says Beggy's live. Go watch her rattle her can. Is she stream sniping?
I am, bitch.
Why does this person in the chat continually trying to spread a false narrative that Yaba, quote, moved me in fast? Yaba and I were together for over a year before I moved in with her. So,
Dude, being together online, I don't consider it, okay? How many times did you see each other physically in person before she moved your ass in? Whatever, it's cool. It's a lesbian stereotype. Y'all get together quick, you move in quick. It's whatever. Own the shit.
Agent of Chaos Jean, thank you so much for being a member for 21 months. Shamrock's Glitter Bomb, much love to you and Yaba. Rock Bottom has a basement and it's dirty down there. It is for sure. Is that why all the trolls are coming in here? Because Beggy
Shut up.
I did her stream, the first one.
When did she start covering
And then she
Owl,
did
goddammit?
another one. Hold on. And doing that live stream Sunday where she read the entire DCS investigation report word for month.
Did she redact the kid's name? I hope she did. I really hope Al redacted the victim's name. I'm not sure if she did though, but I hope she fucking did.
Other fucking word, broke down timelines and everything. Like, if you're so strong in your convictions for having done that, and then you defend that decision over and over and over in your comment section, why did you delete it? Why is it gone? Hey, Katie Cakes. Hey, Moonchild Pink and Trina. Hello, Miss Monster. Addicted to cold brew. Good to see you all.
Maybe she deleted it because she thought better of it, and maybe she made a mistake. Maybe who knows? But you fucking dirty delete every day, all day. So who are you to fucking criticize anyway? And isn't that what one is supposed to do? If you made a mistake or if you something, blah, 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 isn't that what you're fucking supposed to do anyway? Is private the live stream, I mean.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I didn't think so. See, you see how Sam is going out of her way to say that Owl said everything verbatim? She's trying to insinuate that she used the name Do you hear me, somebody who did not yet watch Owl's live stream? What did I get from Sam's words that I just heard? To me, it made me unsure if Owl used the victim's name or not. She talks that way on purpose with fucking purpose. I can't stand dishonest, fucking hypocritical, projecting fucking monsters such as these. Like, especially look at the topic of discussion right now. I can't even believe that this has become what the topic of discussion, like, this is necessary. I can't even fucking believe it.
I just have a couple of clips that I'm gonna play, and then as far as some of them I have corresponding screenshots, but I'll have to find them. So first up, we're just gonna play all the clips and talk about them. Then we're gonna start moving through the screenshots from her comment section from the
See?
now deleted live stream.
See? Even Chainsaw B says, "Did Owl? I'm still confused." Exactly. You are meant to be confused. That's why Sam said it how she said it. No, Owl absolutely did not use the victim's name. Like, yikes.
Where she read a 4-year-old child's DCS investigation report in her essay for some unknown reason.
Savant, she
Hold on, let
will.
me turn the volume up. Tell
Don't
me if
worry,
you
she
cannot hear this.
will.
Unlike Fowl, Yaba did nothing to come close to losing her kids. And all of that is just wrong. I didn't cry about my family being victimized by fat lesbians. I think that's referring to Clara, probably, and Negs, but she included me, of course.
Okay, hold on one second. Oh, are we serious here? I can't even see it. Hold on.
Oh, hurry up.
Hold on. Just give me a second.
No.
At worse.
Okay, so
Oy vey.
that's so funny. We've got this screenshot. This is from the comment section of the Saturday or
What
the
does this say? This is so gross. Do you think it's okay to make content out of this because she made jokes about you and your dog and a house fire? If it's a lie, why do you even care so much? To the point of literally hurting children like this. Way to go. You did that, girl. You did that. Oy vey.
Sunday video that she's now deleted. What does she say down here? Here's original Owl. She was literally responding.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I respect it. If Owl thought better of how she covered it, of just covering it in general, and then decided to private the stream, I respect the hell out of that. I respect somebody who's willing to take a look at their behavior and say, maybe I made a mistake, or whatever the reason is. I think it's a respectable quality.
To all these comments that were, basically giving her shit, right? She says, "What's good for the goose?" Shrugging shoulders emoji. "I'm sick of being demanded
See?
grace from someone who's never given it." And that's
I figured it was something to that extent. Sylvale says, "I know Al said in her stream, oops, I meant to blur that," or something to that effect, but what it was, I don't know. See, I assumed it was some type of mistake like that. So she just privated the stream because it's not that important for it to live on the internet that way. And you make a mistake, that's what it is. That's what you do. You don't fucking double down and say, man, the person deserved it. Fuck you. Fuck everyone. Like, yuck.
Response to this comment. "This is so gross. You think it's okay to make content out of this because she made jokes about you and your dog in a house fire? If it's a lie, why do you even care so much? To the point of literally hurting children like this. Way to go. You did that, girl. You did that." And Al responds, "What's good for the goose? I'm sick of being demanded grace from someone who's never given it." Okay. Then we've got this one. The comment to Al says, "Did the child who traumatized hurt you, Owl? The answer to that should tell you everything."
Wait, I need to see her real response. Traumatized hurts you. The answer to that should tell you everything. Did my children hurt Sam before she suggested to her audience that I neglect them to use drugs and maybe they need to be checked on? No, they don't. That's why it's so crazy to me. These fucking people have called CPS on negs, what else have they done? They've done so much, it's hard for me to fucking keep track of. These people don't give a flying fuck about kids. The only time they pretend to care about anyone's kids is when they can weaponize it against somebody else. But as you can see, based on their fucking behavior, they don't give a shit unless they can benefit from fakely fucking defending or calling out this, that, or the other fucking thing. Like, blow it out your fucking ass. You know we can see you, right? Like, yikes.
Oh, and what is this? What is these Owl's own words on her now deleted video? What does it say? It says, did my children hurt Sam before she suggested to her audience that I neglect them to use drugs and maybe they need checked on? No, they didn't.
Whoa.
Now, what was that you said last
I
night?
never heard this before. Opal says, accused Owl of fucking her dog, accused Clara of preying on Neg's minor child. When the fuck did she do that? How have I never heard that before? Is that something her fucking disgusting, projecting, fucking dishonest ass has done recently? I've never heard her make that fucked up accusation. What would make her ever say such a vile, fucking deplorable thing? Like, you can say so many different things about DC Media Girl, but to make the fucking false allegation that she preyed on Negs' small child, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Take that fucking dishonest projection and shove it up your fucking ass. Ew, dude. It was very recent. Okay, that's why I haven't heard about it. Does anybody know where I can find that? Is that in this fucking glorious live stream that we're watching right now? Where can I find that fuckery? Fucking A.
2 days
Unlike
later?
Foul, Yaba did nothing to come close to losing her kids. And all of that is just wrong. I didn't cry about my family being victimized by fat lesbians. I think that's referring to Clara, probably.
You did, though. Here it is. Here it is right here. Do you see it? Am I sharing correctly? I am. There it is. It's right there.
Who the fuck is
Ooh,
Pirate?
what's that? Owl. Agent of Chaos Jean, thank you so much for gifting 5 Samantha Jean memberships. Liza, Wicked Weird Wednesday,
No,
Mooch House.
fuck you, whoever gifted 5 memberships. Why don't you just take your money, rip it up, and fucking burn it? Like, it would be better well spent burning in the fucking garbage can. Jesus Christ. And yo, who the fuck is Pirate? I keep seeing people refer to somebody as Pirate, but I have no idea who the fuck that is at all.
LP, Kitty Cakes, and Abby Joe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Al don't know what the fuck she's talking about, does she?
Who's
Does
Pirate?
she thinks she knows
man?
everything about everything.
And Neg.
Oh, wait, you know what else? Hold on. Here we go. It's also true, in fact, from Owl's own mouth.
Oh my God. Opal says, yup, said Pirate's grandpa fucked her and she's bitter. Her mom won't let her granddaddy fuck her no more. Who the fuck is Pirate, man? Can you please tell me who the fuck Pirate is? I need to know who that allegation is made against. Who the fuck is Pirate? Wasn't Pirate Sam's ex-bestie? Yes, the audio of Sam saying that about Pirate is gross. Pirate Calypso is from OGDC. Sam harassed the fuck out of her, spread revenge porn of her, and something happened now. Sam can't speak on her anymore legally. Whoa. Sam said Pirate's grandpa was a Jesse, and that's why they went to court and the dog got shipped across the country. Dude, I'm telling you, this is why we need to really be careful what we call a fucking lol suit, especially in this space, while talking about these people. This Sam and Yaba specifically have gotten way too comfortable to willy-nilly fucking defame people. I'm talking about criminalistically defame and spread malicious, harmful fucking fiction about people that they dislike on the internet. Like, this shit is too much. This shit is not funny anymore. Was it ever?
Out that she almost lost her kids.
What?
And she almost lost her kids the same way she lost her teeth, through drug use and drug abuse. See? This is Al's. I know Al.
Is that even true? Where is she pulling that out of her fucking asshole? Oh, here we go. Owl makes a tweet. This was probably a long time ago. I don't know. Opiates and a severe eating disorder. Lost my teeth. Lost everything I had. Almost lost my children. That's what my rock bottom was. My mother threatening me with custody papers. That was the day I got and stayed clean. I'm a different person now. My brain has blocked out most. First of all, I got to say huge shout out to Owl. All of those things separate are fucking mountains to fucking climb and get over and survive from. But all of that shit together, like she beat the odds in so many different fucking ways. And for this pig on the other side to sit here and condemn her still when she's the very small percentage of individuals who has successfully gotten themselves better. Like, I can't fucking stomach people like this. Disparage somebody for their past instead of celebrating the fact that they overcame it and beat fucking enormous fucking odds. Like, yuck.
Loves an old tweet. I love an old tweet too. We all love old tweets, don't we? Opiates and a severe eating.
You love old tweets where she's sharing something willingly. You only know this information because she fucking shared it. Because she chose to share it. Because she has overcome her addictions. She has overcome her fucking problems. That's the only reason why you know this, is because she tweeted about her fucking success. And instead of seeing that portion of it, no. You're going to condemn her for, I fucking hate these people. I fucking hate them with every fiber of my fucking being.
Disorder. Lost my teeth, lost everything I had, almost lost my children. That's what my rock bottom was. My mother threatening me with custody papers. That was the day I got and stayed clean. Only you're not clean, are you? You're a pothead who literally smokes weed up until you're late to get your kid off the bus because you're high streaming on YouTube. Oh, yes. I digress. And none of that's made up. We've literally witnessed it with our own eyes, ma'am. That was the day I got and stayed clean. I'm a different person now. My brain has blocked out most. I bet it has. I'll bet it has, ma'am. Shameful. Just shameful.
What the fuck is shameful about it? She went through struggle. She overcame it. That is the fucking opposite of shameful. I need to curb my language because shit's about to get fucking rowdy up in here if I don't.
But she included me, of course, in the tweet.
Yeah, because I included you in the tweet because I had read these comments before you deleted them, before you deleted the whole live stream. I was like, you're full of shit. You absolutely did use your children as an excuse for what you did here.
And then Nikki, it was all about me saying I'm sanctimonious over Yaba when I said nothing about what Yaba's done pertaining to her children. That's other people saying it, as I'm going to show now, playing DC's video. But they do anything.
Really? Okay. All right. There's that. Oh, here is you know what? Hold on. This was another good one.
Hello. Hey.
Oh, wait. Before I show this.
Are you kidding?
Hold on. I don't have it in here. I got to go find it. Give me 1 second. I know it.
I'm so sorry. I'm live though, but so yeah. All right, Mom, I love you. All right, bye. Hey guys, sorry about that. I don't even remember if I had you. Can you hear me? I don't remember when I unprivated this or privated it, but my bad. My mommy called me.
Where it is. I just didn't pull it out. There we go. This one might be hard for you guys to see. But I will blow it up the best I can. Right, Owl? Like you did with the 4-year-old little girl.
Guys, I did it backwards. I'm so stupid. I had it. I had the mic muted while we were watching the video together. And then when my mom called, I forgot that I had it muted already. And I unprivated it thinking I had fucking privated it. My bad, guys. Hope you enjoyed my little conversation with my mama.
DCS investigation report, the confidential report that you read on the internet and read all the details of a 4-year-old's essay. Remember, you want to make sure everybody could get a clean screenshot of the report.
Yo, that is the best name for my mother that I've ever seen, Nikki B. Oh my God, Mama Damia. Oh my, can't wait to tell her. We need to save this. I need to save this. Mama Damia. Oh my God, so fucking fantastic. Oh, I love it so bad. That's her name forevermore, guys. She is now fucking Mama Damia. Woo-hoo. And she has 2 daughters, Angry Pistachio, Peanut Gallery, and I've not yet shared my other sister's name, but I will soon enough.
You were so proud of yourself. I remember. Okay, share this tab instead. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is what we're looking at here. This is a comment made by the Oil Wife Live Uncensored. This was one of Ron's live streams from back in 2018. Owl has been Negative Nation and will always be Negative Nation forever and ever. Amen. This is, and this,
You know what fucks me up when people say that? Like, if that is the rule, then you and Yaba are also forever Negative fucking nation. Like, are you cool with that lore? Are you sure you're cool with that lore? Are you sure you're cool with the rules being, if you've ever supported somebody, that means you do forever for the rest of your life? Because that means that you and Belinda are best friends too. That means you and Negs, you support him, you always have and you always will. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Inconsistent, hypocritical, projecting fucking cow pigs.
this is literally why I took the screenshot. Like, even back in 2018, I was on Owl's ass. That's the only reason that Owl is choosing to use the
putting that one in the book, Doris.
the essay of a 4-year-old child for content and clout and views and clicks and ultimately for protection, right? She don't want to catch the smoke from the grift gang and the Kiwi farmers. So
Dude, it is ridiculous. Don Morte say DC consistently shits on Owl. Ron consistently shits on Owl. Dude, yes, this is why it is fucking ridiculous that she would say that Owl is Negative Nation or anything like that. Like, the furthest could not be, nothing could be further from the truth. Oh, do you mean maybe they just happen to agree in one specific direction that you are a piece of shit? That doesn't mean they're best friends, idiot motherfucker. Maybe that just means everybody knows that you're a fucking piece of shit. Could that be the fucking reason? Like, fucking childlike. Oh, I can't handle it.
she's literally using a 4-year-old girl as a human shield. Not shocking, seeing as how, as you can see here, Owl has been a Ron supporter and Negative Nation babe from day one. Always has been, always will be. Girly Pop, thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever Basic Betty. So the comment reads, this is from Owl to Ron. I watch a lot of people, but I don't normally discuss real life shit. Only with the
Yo, that fucks me up too. Dropfoot says Owl has been very fair to DC and Ron. I have been as well. I could not fucking stomach it or stand it when simply me being fair and refusing to go IRL, refusing to support anybody who did, no matter if it was Ron or DC, they did it too, simply by being fair and consistent with my own morality and ethics. People have said or tried to say that I am in cahoots with DC and Negs in the past. When I tell you these people are fucking child-minded, sheep, fucking cult member fucking losers, like, I cannot fucking stress it enough. If in a space you simply being honest and fair in somebody's direction means you're best fucking friends, like, I shudder to think of what your fucking real life must fucking look like. I can't even, I don't want to know. I don't know and I don't want to know.
Nation. I just feel like this was in bad taste, but I got your back as always, Negs. All right. Well, that's nice.
Unlike Foul, Yaba did nothing.
Oh, that's the wrong clip. Sorry. Hold on. This one. Let me take that one off. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, keep that in mind.
Exploited kid. This sweeps across the hall here in that room. How many of you exploit him? How many of you drove next around the bend with your endless calls to police and CPS to try to get that child removed? Right?
I love how Clara is over there literally trying to make this all about her and Ron. Like, literally, like, she's literally over there on the Rumble. Well, you know, in 2017.
Oh,
That
shut
just
up.
does not make
Get back to Owl. I don't want to hear your shit. When does she fucking play Owl shit? That's what I want to fucking hear.
Where was I? Did I close that video? I did this for.
All right. So there's that. What else do we have? Owl. What other clips do we have? Let's see. Oh, I really love this one. Okay. Mind you, this one was literally after she deleted her stream from Sunday without any explanation at all whatsoever. I really like this one.
Hey, Dirty Uncle Sal, too late to take back. It's too late to take back any of what y'all have said about shit you do not know. Well, who's she talking about there? It's too late to. Who wants to take back anything?
This is after she deleted her stream from Sunday where she put the report, the DCS report, on her screen, adjusted it to ensure that her audience could get clean screenshots of it.
It's so funny that you ask that, Tommy. I just remembered that I did not put my the scrolling banner, and for a while I did not. I was telling people not to donate to PayPal, but I am no longer in the negative, and the issue that I had is actively hopefully being resumed. But I forgot to put it in the description. But yes, I do still have a PayPal. I just forgot to put it in the description again. My bad. I'll make sure I do it before the end of the stream. Thank you for reminding me of that. I totally forgot.
And then 3 days later, just hours before this stream, she deleted it. She deleted it. She didn't make it private. It is deleted.
Anything that they said. You just basically told us that you had a hand in writing, not the final draft, meaning you handed whoever a piece of paper with your side of the family stuff on it, right? Isn't that what you're saying? Why even leave it open to interpretation?
What do you mean? Why even leave it open to interpretation? What do you mean? What did I leave open to interpretation? What exactly is it? What more information about that obituary is it that you need so badly, Colby? You let me know. You let me know exactly what questions you have about that obituary still, and I will answer them. Al, I know you're watching. If you're awake, go ahead, type in the chat. What are your burning fucking questions about the obituary that you think I left up to interpretation that you need answered so fucking badly?
I did not write the final draft. You'll say anything to make a lie feel okay to you.
Where's the lie, bitch? Where's the lie?
So I think Sam is saying, I think she has admitted that she's the one who wrote the obituary, because the criticism has been this. This is why everybody, and me myself, was so curious about the timeline for when Yaba specifically became aware of these fucking rape allegations against her ex, piece of shit, garbage, burn in hell, fucking ex-husband, whatever the fuck he was. Because we wanted to know, because if you've read that obituary, it's a fucking glowing review of him as a person, of him, who he was on this earth. He was amazing. He was a father of blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't even believe reading that fucking fiction, knowing what we know. So people were curious what the timeline was, because who the fuck would write such a fictional obituary after, like, knowing the facts of reality? And I think Sam has taken credit in saying, oh, Yaba didn't write it, I did. So this is what they're talking about. Like, fucking A, what's her excuse? She's yet to fucking give one.
Yaba did not read, write, or publish that obituary. She didn't. Where's my phone?
Somebody, I don't know if she said it in this live stream, but didn't Sam say she's the one who wrote it? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Hold on. Just give me a second. Hold on.
Right?
Okay, so I'm just gonna
Yo,
play.
she did write it. I'm not getting that wrong, Donna Morte. Where did she say she wrote it? Does she take ownership of writing it in this very live stream? Maybe I skipped past it so I didn't hear it myself, but I've seen tweets of people alluding to the fact that she's the one who wrote it and that she admitted that she wrote it. Am I correct?
Play this clip from my phone. This is not Owl. It's Clarahondra. This is from her stream yesterday. So I'm gonna play this, and then I guess I'm just gonna give you guys some more information because it's gonna make Colby Hernandez and Clara Frank look really fucking stupid. All right, listen.
Dude, why the fuck does she need to use Owl's government name, man? She's such a deplorable fucking pig, son.
This is fed up. It is what it is.
It's forever, right? So were you thinking of your kids then? No, you weren't. You were thinking about yourself. You were thinking about money. Just like when you went on his memorial page, I guess it was, and posted about his mother. And you complained that the burial couldn't go forward because the mother had run off with Jesse's wallet. It's always about money for you. Always about money, isn't it? Money, 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 money. What kind of a white trash loser brings up a wallet when talking about...
Speaking of money, 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 money. Silvana, will you do me a favor? You're still here. I'm about to post the PayPal link in the chat. Silvana, will you do me a huge favor? Sorry. Will you do me a favor and take my pinned tweet and just incorporate all of that in with the PayPal if you could, if you would, if you hear me? I'd really appreciate if you do that for me, and I'll pin yours instead.
The wallet is the least of everybody's worries and problems. But you had to bring up his wallet. Is that why you left her out of the obituary? Because she ran off with, what, 20 bucks? That was probably in his wallet? Okay. All right. They discuss those things on channels Yaba's children know about. How lucky is it they'll hear it all sooner or later? Is this the memory of their father they're trying to build?
Why the fuck did she speed it up so fucking much? I can barely understand, DC.
Man who suffered through the last minutes of his life, as he should, and went straight to hell.
Yeah, exactly. So, Lisa Simpson, thank you so much for the super chat. Yaba just a few weeks ago said no one hated that motherfucker more than me. Now they're whining that, quote, Yaba made him into a saint, which is it, Griff Gang? Exactly. And nobody made that man into a saint. We were very careful about the words that we chose.
You, Sam, you acted as though he was a fucking saint. You acted as though he was a vet who deserved nothing but respect. How dare you demean this man, these children's dead fucking father? That was you, homegirl. Like, fuck.
To use on the internet about the children's deceased father, because we knew this would come out eventually, and we knew that the children would see something online about it eventually, more than likely something that originated from YouTube. So yes, we were being very careful as to not say anything that would harm any of the kids if they were to see it. And if you can't understand that, and if that makes me in your eyes and in your heart of hearts, whatever it is you want to call me for it, then okay, whatever you say. Katie says, not gonna lie, I've written
Wait, is she reading something, or was that her response to something? I need to hear
an
that
obituary for
again.
something part of being invaded from YouTube. So yes, we were being very careful as to not say anything that was online.
I need
Internet
to hear
hated that
that again.
motherfucker more than me. Now they're whining that, quote, Yaba made him into a saint, which is it, Griff Gang? Exactly. And nobody made that man into a saint. We were very careful about
You
the words that we
did.
chose to use on the internet about the children's deceased father, because we knew this would come out eventually, and we knew that the children would see something online about it eventually, more than likely something that originated from YouTube.
Do you want to know what's crazy in her admitting this? I don't understand why you ever brought this to the internet ever at all. If you knew that this was going to come out eventually, it wouldn't. If you never, like, listen, personally, I would never have shared that my ex had passed at all. There was no fucking need to share that with the internet, period. There was no fucking need. I don't fucking understand any of the moves these people have made at all. I never will.
So, yes, we were being very careful as to not say anything that would harm any of the kids if they were to see it. And if you can't understand that, and if that makes me in your eyes and in your heart of hearts,
And do not fucking come at anybody trying to say like you give a fuck what the children may or may not see. You don't give a fuck what these children, how they're going to see their mother behave. They're going to get fucking bullied from here to high hell because of their fucking mother. If anybody in their school, because they're getting on in age, right? They're getting into their teen years. Like your children are going to end up paying the price for your fucked up behavior. Like this is so disgusting in so many different ways. And you like, let's just pretend none of this ever happened in the first place. Like this information never came out. The way that she talked about her the father in the first place, that alone was enough to be really fucked up for her kids. Like, do not try and pretend that this is about the fucking children. That is laughable. Fucking A.
whatever it is you want to call me for it, then okay, whatever you say. Katie says, not going to lie, I've written an obituary for someone I barely knew in the family simply because they weren't fluent in English. It's not that crazy to ask someone to help out with an obituary. Exactly. Okay, so listen, the fucking obituary, that's such a big deal. Let's talk about it. So that clip that I just played of Clara talking about the wallet, she's saying that, yeah, but she saw a message somewhere on the kid's dad's Facebook where Yaba was talking about his wallet. It all ties into ultimately the obituary. So if you're not married when you die, then next of kin goes in this order. If you're not married, your adult children is first and foremost who would be next of kin. He did not have any adult children. All of his children were minors. He and Yaba were never married.
111 in chat, guys. I always love to point that out because it's angel numbers.
So even though Yaba is the mother of his next of kin, it does not automatically go to her because they were not married. Never were married. So
Talking about.
So if you're unmarried when you die and you do not have adult children, then it goes to your parents next. And so the coroner contacted his mom, who lives out of state. And so she was next of kin. Well, I mean, it was already kind of, look, Yaba knows that woman. I don't, but Yaba was pretty sure immediately that his mom was not going to do the right thing as far as taking care of all of his affairs and, taking care of his remains and all that shit. And again, for the sake of
Bro, in my opinion, he should have been fucking put in a hefty bag and sent to the local dump. That's what the fuck should have happened.
her children, we wanted to handle it. We just wanted to have him, do the whatever it was going to be, burial, cremation, services. We didn't know at that point, but we wanted to handle it to make sure that it didn't get.
We also talk about something else real quick that I don't think I've seen other people mention, but I've had this feeling before I even heard this information, but based on some of the things that Yaba has said, text messages that she shared, doesn't it look to you guys how it looks to me that he probably definitely committed permanent self-harm on purpose to beat these allegations? Like the timeline fucking works out. And, overdosing is not a hard thing to do when, when you put your mind to something, it's not that hard to do, especially with illegal substances. It looks to me like it was purposeful, no? Because of the timeline. Was that the coward's way to get out of facing the fucking rapist's music? Has anybody talked about that fact? Anybody else think that? Anybody else got that fucking inkling when all of this came to light and when the timeline came to light? It's interesting that nobody ever talked about that on that side of things. Are you saying yes to me asking if you got those feelings as well? Like, that's what I thought immediately, man. It's a fucking coward's way to escape the fucking music. And what that also spells to me is you're definitely fucking guilty. Absolutely guilty. That's why. So a lot of the time, I will use the word allegations and stuff like this, but to me, this is a fucking fact. This is a fucking fact. I believe the child. I believe the fucking actions that came as a result of this. Coward fucking choosing to end their own that's such a selfish thing to do as well. Like, you brought how many fucking kids onto this earth? And I can't, when I tell you that this whole situation has made me sick from so many different fucking angles, I cannot even describe to you how disturbed and disgusted I have been, how many different thoughts have been running around my mind, how many different opinions I've had, very strong ones. Like, holy shit on a shingle. Thank you, Sylvana. I appreciate you doing that. Hold on, I have to go to the other screen to pin ya. Where the fuck is the... Oh, hold on. I don't know, guys. How do I sound? Is my mic okay? Ooh, it sounds fucked up to me. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? Mic is good. Oh, yo, when I went on the screen and I heard for myself, it sounds really like I'm in a tunnel. And I feel like I can hear my tippy tapping too bad. Okay, everyone's saying it's good. Wait, the PayPal link doesn't work? Are you sure? Hold on. I'll post it again. Hold on. And I think somebody sent me a PayPal. Hold on, I gotta check that as well. I'm looking for any excuse to not have to think about everything I was just thinking about. I get so flabbergasted. Like, you know how sometimes we'll talk about, I would much rather people say nasty things about me and to me than it affects me far less when we're talking about me and like people criticizing me than this deplorable displays of lack of humanity, or however you want to call it. Like, shit like this genuinely fucks me up. Like, genuinely fucks me up to the point where I can't help but think about it in my fucking real life in real time. And I resent that. I fucking resent that. But I can't help it. I really can't help it. I posted it again, Silvana. Ow. I don't know. Let's keep watching this.
Fucked around, and the kids were not further traumatized by even, the process of disposing of his remains getting fucked up, right? So for whatever reason, I guess his mom thought that being next of kin, hold on. Right. So for whatever reason, I guess his mom thought that being next of kin meant that she would be in charge of everything, right? Not just with disposing of his remains, but she thought that she would be in charge of, like, I guess
Did
his
we hear this already? Did I go backwards or is she repeating this for a second time?
belongings and all that other shit. I don't know. So she did not want to, because she could have. All she had to do was tell the coroner, even over the phone, tell the coroner, I want to transfer next of kin to his kid's mom and let her handle everything since she's there and the kids need, you know, something, some sort of closure or whatever. She didn't want to do that for whatever reason. So the comment about the wallet was because I don't know.
Oh, and somebody donated to PayPal. Hold on, let me read it. Oh, thank you, Dad. My lovely Daddy Pooh donated and said, for the internet, follow me back on Twitter. When, oh, dude, don't I follow you already? Is your name the same as it is here? If not, go on Twitter and at me on something so I can follow you back. I swear to God, I followed you already. But please at me on something so I can find you. You know what I mean?
Man, fuck it. I'm just gonna
And thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much for your generosity. You've supported me for so long and I really fucking appreciate it.
tell it like it is, man. His mom, after refusing to sign over next of kin, drove from out of state to meet with the coroner. And by this time, the body's at a funeral home. Okay. So the body wasn't even at the coroner. But she drove from out of state directly to the coroner's office and took possession of his wallet, and then she left. She did not even go to the funeral home and view his body. We know that for a fact. We were told.
Mm-mm.
And she never saw it through. She did not see through anything. There was no ultimately what ended up happening was, I guess, like by law, after so many hours, the funeral home will just cremate remains.
Why is she why this is what I don't understand. Why is she sharing this information like like it's a respectable quality that Yaba had to be the one to pick up the pieces? Like, no, it's very representative of the fact that he was a fucking raging rampant piece of shit. How much of a piece of shit of an individual do you need to be that literally nobody in your fucking family gives a flying fuck about your remains, etc.? Like, I don't know what the fuck picture is she trying to paint with this. I genuinely don't understand.
And then even after that, if you don't pay for that service, they still legally have to turn the remains over to the next of kin, no matter what, whether they pay for it or not. Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for the super chat. No one is ever dragged in their own obituary. These weirdos are plucked up thinking they can rewrite the courtesy and compassion of
They're not, listen, no, usually people are not dragged in their own obituary. But when somebody is a raging fucking known piece of fucking human garbage, usually what's done is the facts are just stated. Survived by these children. This person was a loving sister, son, blah blah blah. That is usually what an obituary looks like when there's nothing nice to say about somebody. It's one thing to talk shit about somebody's in their obituary, but it's another to paint them as a fucking saint when they're anything but that. There lies the fucking problem, idiot. Like, gross.
real life. Exactly. Thank you, Wicked Crafter. Okay, so there's that. But also, like, so the next of kin is the final word for the decedent's remains on everything. So the next of kin has the final word on what funeral home they go to, how the remains are disposed of, if there will be a memorial service, even Even the next of kin is the only one who can give permission for anyone to view the decedent's body. And ultimately, his mother refused to let his children even view his body at the funeral home. Like, they were denied everything.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true at all. Because I don't think it has anything to do with next of kin, like by law or anything. Because there are people in this world that exist that have no next of kin, have never been married, and their whole funeral is run by their friends. So this does not sound right to me at all. I think she's talking out her fucking asshole.
And I want to make it very clear that his mom did not just come up here, grab his wallet, and go back to where she came from without even viewing his body or making arrangements or paying for the arrangements or allowing his children to view his body and have that closure because she was because of what he did. And a matter of fact, the truth is she defended him. She made excuses. She called us liars.
Who is the she that she's talking about? Do you guys know? I do not want to rewind all the way back. Can somebody tell me what she is she talking about? Is she talking about his mother? Please tell me she's not talking about his ex-wife. Who is the she that Sam keeps fucking referring to? Can somebody in chat please let me know? Okay, Jesse's mother. Okay, that's who I thought. That's who I initially thought. See, this is very strange to me. So if she was allegedly defending him, etc., then why wasn't she handling his fucking funeral services, making the phone calls, whatever? Like, I don't understand any of this. None of this makes logical sense. So I'm just going to assume that it's fucking fiction. Oy vey.
Called us murderers. She and that's why she denied her own quote unquote grandchildren. She denied them seeing their father's body at the funeral home. Also, like I mentioned, legally the funeral home, whether they
You don't want to know what it sounds like to me, guys. This is what it sounds like to me. It sounds like to me that this was probably most likely about money. I would imagine that the mother probably did not have the finances to handle this. And I would imagine that, Yaba was trying to somewhat run the show because she was the one footing the bill for all of this. And I would imagine that the mother either did not agree with her terms. So maybe she held over the next of kin thing. Like that was her only power she could wield. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ifs and maybes, but I would really not be surprised if all of this was because of finances. You feel me?
paid for it, whether you pay for the cremation or not, legally they have to give the remains to the next of kin. She refused to allow his children to have any of his remains. The children were left with nothing. So there was no memorial service, there was no funeral, there was no viewing his body. There wasn't even here's some of your dad's ashes. It was nothing. And it was because she was
Another thing too. I don't know how to say this, but I want to say it. I got to figure out the best way to say it. I know Yaba's children are young for the most part right now, but something like this is not something, especially now that it's all over the fucking internet. Something like this is not something you can successfully hide from your children forever. Now, I understand if they're, young and of a certain age, it's best not to have this conversation because they're too young to comprehend it. But there comes a certain age where it's probably best if they learn these very unpleasant truths from you. Like, I hope you know that. It is best that they are confronted with the facts of who their fucking father was as early as they can fucking successfully comprehend it. And they're going to struggle. It's going to be a fucking lifelong struggle. emotionally and probably socially. Like, this is a whole fucking can of worms. And hiding it is not the answer. Hiding it from them is not the answer.
But us, because of what her son did, she blamed us. She accused us of poisoning him. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure there is a text message where she literally defends it and says it could not have been SA because there was no, you fill in the blank. That is why there was a comment made on Facebook.
You know, I think it is fucking deplorable and disgusting and disheartening. And I am sitting here trying not to physically fucking vomit. Why is she talking about details? Why is she talking about details involving the victim in the situation? It's not her fucking place. Like, on the internet, on your fucking lol cow fat bitch hate channel? What the fuck are you thinking, bitch? What the fuck is your problem? Like, holy God.
This fucking evil fucking mother coming up here, getting his wallet and going the fuck home. She didn't even view his body. And it is not because she was disgusted with her son. She just only wanted his wallet. Because if she was disgusted with her son, she came and got his remains after the time period lapsed where then the funeral home can no longer hold the remains and they had to cremate them.
Cool. So she doesn't have money. She's struggling. You want to just shame her up all up and down the place? That's the point. Just why don't you just say it with your chest? Say she's a poor, fucking malicious, selfish pig that fucking raised this piece of shit in the first place. Like, let's be frank about shit. Stop trying to beat around the bush because I fucking see you anyway.
And then the second time period passed where if the next of kin didn't come get the remains, there was a time period where if the next of kin did not come get his remains, then we could have petitioned the court to get them. I'm just telling you what the law is. But she did. She did come back and take his remains. So it's not like she was, anyway. Don't fence me. And did she even meet with the kids? No, she did not. And further, you want to hear how fucking disgusting?
I don't understand why Sam is going off on any of these fucking tangents in the first place. Why is she talking about this? Why is she giving all of these seemingly insignificant fucking details that have nothing to do with the meat and potatoes of the situation? Was she so hungry to give fucking personal details of the victim in the situation, to give all of these personal fucking financial and like family fucking why what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is the true fucking intention here?
As if the situation could even get even more disgusting. To this day, that woman has not asked about those kids. Not even the day that it happened and the coroner called her. And then, because there were some phone conversations back and forth between us and her. I talked to her several times.
You know what's crazy? And do you want to know what I remember distinctly? Because we watched it together in a live stream. I remember distinctly Yaba in stream talking about what a lovely fucking relationship she has or had with her ex's mother, with her ex's family, with her ex's new wife, and how lovely and friendly and fucking, am I bugging? Does anybody remember what I'm talking about? I remember commenting on how nice that is if it's true. Like, how does it go? How does it go from what she said in that live stream to Sam saying all of this shit now? Like, what the fuck goes on?
Talked to her several times. Never once did she ask about the kids. She never even so much as said their names. Nothing. All she did was defend her son and
Good, I'm
call
not
us
right.
murderers and liars and evil.
I knew I was remembering that correctly. Nikki B says you are not bugging. Lil Boot says I remember. So which is it, man? Which is it? Was Yaba telling the truth then? is Sam now? Somebody is obviously fucking lying. Something was obviously being covered up for the internet's sake. A fairy tale was being spun. And again, I have to keep reiterating this, and I'm glad Donna Morte reminded me of this with her comment. Do you know how disgusting her and Yaba falsely calling Gaining Ground and others a fucking child sex predator falsely for so long on the internet? Do you know the layer of fucking disgusting it adds to that situation? Like, projection and hypocrisy is legitimately the name of these motherfuckers' games, period. That's what it is. Anytime you ever hear something questionable coming out of their mouths in any direction, you can safely now fucking assume that it is some level of hypocrisy or projection or both. Like, that has been proven fucking positive 100% of the fucking time. And it makes it so much worse to learn all of this.
Okay, so then as mothers and as the parents of these children, where does that leave us? You can't just tell. He died very early in the morning before the kids even got up for school that day. We had been notified that he had died. And we decided we were going to send the kids to school and not say anything until they got home.
She did say she
The
wrote
scene
it.
at Gina's house hadn't even been cleared yet. Indiana State Police had to come in because he technically died in county police custody.
Nikki B says a grandmother who doesn't believe the allegations and a mom/stepmom who talks about how much they miss the man, wanted to memorialize him, etc., will have zero difference to that baby. Both views harm her. But wait, is this true? Is this actually true? Because that's the mother of the child, right? Like, I genuinely, all I can think about from every direction, every new fucked up thing I hear, all I can think about is the safety, both emotionally, physically, of that child. Can you imagine that happens to you? I hope it's not true, is my point. I hope when that mother found out, I hope she hated that man. I hope she was disgusted and disturbed, and whatever love and whatever feeling turned off immediately in her fucking soul. I wish I was the type of person who didn't care about sharing stories that were not my own. Because I wish I could tell you how deeply I feel in this situation because of things that I've experienced in my own life. But like I said, not my story to tell, unfortunately. But I can relate to this in such a way that I wish I couldn't. But it affects me fucking deeply. And I'm just disturbed. I'm disturbed by every fucking person. How I'm fucking disturbed.
And that was the whole thing. So you can't just sit 3 kids down after school one day and tell them your dad died. And then, like, there be no closure. So the only thing we had left after all that shit, and because the shit with his mom went on for days and days and days, like, you know, the coroner had to give her X amount of days to come to tell him where to send the body. And she drug it out to the very last fucking minute. Don't fence me in. Technically, he was in police custody, yes. So, so yeah, the coroner had to give her X amount of days to tell him where to send the body. Then the funeral home had to give her X amount of days to do this and that and whatever. So it went on, and we had no idea. Hold on, I thought Renee, his mother's not Gina. I don't know if we said his mother's name the other night, and I'm not going to say it. So yeah, ultimately, when it was
Doesn't she? I've been told this. I didn't hear of myself. Doesn't she say the victim's name? If maybe not in this live stream, in another one. I've been told by several people that she says the fucking victim's name Is that correct? I hope that it's not. But holy God.
All said and done, and his mom pulled the fuck shit she did and denied his children any sort of what would be considered normal closure, the normal, process that most people go through. That's all we were left with was, well, I guess we can write an obituary so the kids at least have an obituary for their dad. That was a decision that me, Yaba, and Gina all made together.
You know what's crazy? How old are these kids? Do they even know what a fucking obituary is? You know, am I ridiculous? You know what I mean? You don't have to make a fictional, fantastical, fucking blowing smoke up people's ass, fucking glowing review of an obituary. Write survived by this, and that person, and then maybe write a fake one on a piece of fucking note paper, print it out on your computer, and say, oh, look at this lovely thing. This is what an obituary is. Hand it to the kids and call it a day. You know, sometimes lying is the good thing to do. Sometimes lying to children is the correct choice. Am I ridiculous? If the kids are young enough, lie to them. If they're old enough, then I really hope for their own sake that you are telling them the truth as soon as they're capable of comprehending it, because this is not something that can be hidden forever. And they will end up resenting you when they do find out. I hope you fucking know that.
So who's going to write that, right? Most certainly was not going to be Yaba. Trust me, she was really, 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 really struggling with all of this. I mean, we all were. But like, these are her children. It doesn't matter what their dad did.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. I have to reiterate. Donna Morte says, then just make it facts. What something Sam said is nobody will sit there and talk shit about somebody in their obituary. No. But I said this before and I'll say it again. When somebody is a piece of shit, they will just write survived by, did this kind of job for this long. Just things like that. You don't lie and say this person was wonderful when they were the opposite of that. That is just fucking ridiculous. Nobody expects that. And if they do, they're a fucking problem and fuck them anyway. Like, this is so ridiculous. You want to know what it looks like to me? Especially if you've read that fucking obituary. First of all, it is crazy how much Yaba is mentioned in that obituary. Yaba is the star of the show in that particular obituary. She is painted as like, oh, have you guys read it? How many here? Raise your hands if you fucking read it. Was it not incredibly strange to y'all who have read it? Just how fucking prominent Yaba was as a fucking focus in that obituary. It seemed to me like Yaba took that as an opportunity to, like, I don't know what, to be painted a hero in some way. I don't fucking know what, but it was very narcissistic on Yaba's part. That's how it read to me. It was strange. It was fucking weird. It was fucking inappropriate. I can't believe that the new wife was fucking A-okay with that shit, with how prominent Yaba was in that obit. Was the fucking new wife even mentioned? Like, holy Christ, it was so fucking weird.
In the days leading up to his death, or at any point in his life. The fact of the matter was, her 3 children, they don't understand or fully comprehend
Yes,
or
that's
even
what I
know everything,
mean,
right?
Nikki B. Nikki B says they made Yaba sound like a fucking Stepford wife in that. Yo, I couldn't believe it. It seemed as though Yaba took any opportunity that she could to paint herself as the picturesque fucking wife and mother and shared business owner. Like, what? They shared a business together? Is Chantel fat fucking hypocrite hate land? Was he half and part of that business? Was he half in the fucking business of printing shitty fucking tumblers and then overcharging it? Or was the business when they used to resell fucking that company's fucking tart wax melts? Like, which one was it? Oh, fucking business woman. Yick.
They're kids. They're fucking kids. The kids were her concern, not writing a fucking obituary. And Gina, you have to understand, Gina was, I mean, she was in absolute shock in those days.
Listen, I can understand the kids being the main focus, but what I don't understand is how you could mention the kids at all in regards to the obituary. These are children. I doubt they even know what a fucking obituary is. You know what I mean? I doubt they would know where to find it if they did. Like, this is all such ridiculous fuckery right now.
Probably more so even than Yaba. I mean, that was her partner, you know? They were in a relationship. They had plans for a future.
Yo, I can't stomach that thought, Nikki B. Nikki B says so much about the 3 kids. What about the baby who was abused by this man? You know, I want to correct you because I think it's important to be specific. This baby was raped. This baby was fucking raped. I use that language. I don't give a fuck if YouTube, takes it out of the algorithm for me using that word. I don't care. I think it's important to say the words of what it was. This baby was raped by this man and now has to live the rest of her life knowing y'all were so occupied with honoring this man in death. I agree with you, and I can't understand the excuse. How can you try and make the excuse that it was important? Your children are going to have these same fucking questions. When these children are of the age to know about, care about, and seek out their father's obituary on their own, they're going to definitely be of the age where they should have already been told who their father fucking is. And I cannot stress enough that it has to be you. This is not something that they should stumble across on the fucking internet. This conversation needs to be had as soon as possible. As soon as they can comprehend it, this conversation of who their father was needs to be had with them. If you want the smallest amount of harm to occur, like I'm telling you, and I'm speaking from experience, you need to have that conversation as soon as possible, and it needs to come from you. Like, oy vey.
She thought she had found for whatever her standards are, a good partner. And I mean, in the blink of an eye, her whole fucking life just blew up. Like, I mean, like an atomic fucking bomb. She walks in on what she walks in on. She sees what she sees. Then she has to go through the process of, she has to tell us what she did immediately. Then she has to take that child.
Amber Chick.
To the-
Exactly my point. Amber Chick says it would be better coming from them rather than some asshole at school or somewhere like the fucking internet. This is not something a child should learn. Stumbling across and the internet. Can you imagine learning this about yourself or your father on a fucking lolcow site? I can't even imagine. Like, these kids up, let me paint you a picture. These kids get older. They know their mother works on the internet. They start typing around her name. They're interested. What does mommy do? What does mommy talk about? Why does she make so much money on the internet? They stumble across the Kiwi Farms. They hit page whatever 1125 or whatever the fuck it is, and they start reading a little bit of this shit. What? My father did what? What? My mother wrote what in his obituary when? Like, this is not something these kids should be learning from the fucking internet, from their friends, from their fucking bullies in school. Like, holy fuck. Listen, Yaba's children, I care about those children as well. This is why I keep speaking about how important it is that they are told in a fucking timely fashion. I do not discriminate. I care about all fucking children all the time. Like, yikes.
the hospital. and to the police station, and her 4-year-old go through that process that I'm sure you can only imagine as a mother has got to be really, 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 really hard to deal with. Meanwhile, during this time,
Absolutely, Opal. Opal says, also, children are people that think trying to cover up what he did instead of having real conversation will hurt them and confuse them more and put them at risk of being preyed on again in the future. And it will make them not trust you. There will be I do know how badly I wish I could share some things with you guys, personal experience type stuff, but I won't because it's not my story to tell in so many directions. Although I was definitely a part of it, it was a part of my life. Oy vey. I wish I could speak to my own personal experience with this stuff, but there's a reason why I'm speaking so heavily on the children having to be told in a timely fashion and having to learn from their parent who they trust the most. Like I like fucking A, dude.
we don't know where he is. And then not even 3 days later, as you all know, it was in the news. He shows up
Yeah,
on her
dude,
property in the middle of
you
the
know what's
night.
so crazy to me? Mr. Goose says, but it's content for them. Do you know what's really crazy to me? Just listening to Sam's tone, listening to the way she's going back and forth with the tactics that she's using with Owl and in regards to this situation, she 100% is treating this like it's another fucking bout of internet fucking lol cow drama. There's no emotion in her voice. There's no despair in her voice. She really, the more I hear of her cold, selfish, uncaring, narcissistic fucking attitude, the more I genuinely believe that she has sociopathic fucking tendencies. Is there a soul housed in that fucking bag of flesh, bitch? Because the more I hear, the more my vote is probably definitely not. Ugh.
She calls the sheriff's department and he's dead before before he's even out of the
Yeah,
backyard.
I mean, dude, this really made me sick from Jump Street. Liza PR says, and for me too, this was made into entertainment. Let's keep it a buck. This really disturbed me from Jump Street. Absolutely, it fucking did. You can just tell the way certain people talked about it. They took it as their own personal fucking, their own, what's the word I'm looking for? They use it as a vendetta for somebody else. All of this was handled with absolutely no level of care or concern. You know? I know, dude. Sharmuta says there's nothing entertaining about this. No, it's not at all. To me, all of this from every angle makes me fucking sick. From the very beginning down to the fucking very end, it makes me sick. And I think what it's more so about is people's intentions. Certain people, their intentions were very clear when talking about this. It's like the intentions are to, slam dunk on Yaba. For me, my intentions are I think it's important we have this conversation and we realize what the fuck is really going on here and just how disgusting it has been now that we know what we know, that she has genuinely been willing for so long to falsely accuse Gaining Ground and others of being a fucking sex predator. Like, to me, it all paints such a fucking disgusting picture. And not ever have I been fucking entertained by any of this particular shit. Liza PR said, how do you feel about Owl doing this? See, I'm not sure. Do you guys want to watch that together? I know Sam talked about she deleted one of her first live streams, but I actually did intend on watching one of her live streams together here in stream. I had really hoped that we were going to end up watching both together but Sam is not really playing any of her fucking live stream. She's playing like clips and she keeps cutting out. So we got to see very little of Owl's stream. But do you guys want to watch that together? I wanted to watch that myself. I don't, because here's my answer before I see it. I don't think simply covering this is a problem in and of itself. It's how you do it, it's your intentions behind it. And I think it's extremely important to censor the victims' names for shit, sure, but to censor any names other than the fucking perpetrator. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Liza PR says there's 5 hours max of content and everyone is here judging like they're experts. Not okay. What do you mean though? Who's judging like they're experts? Who's judging like they're experts? I don't know what you mean. Bringing it to YouTube at all. I mean, I don't know. I felt very differently about this in the beginning, but I feel differently now because it's already been brought. It's already here on the internet. Like, it's already fucking here. I think that it may be necessary to have certain conversations as long as the victim's name is redacted. Something that I can't understand, and I think there's no excuse for it. Anybody who has shared the victim's name, you know what else I don't think is necessary? To share the report in general. Like, I don't think it's necessary to spread that around. I also don't think it's necessary to speak in detail about what the victim has alleged or that situation in general. I've tried to be very ambiguous in how I'm talking about it. I'm just talking about it as though everyone already knows. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't wish to bring any new eyes to this situation who don't already know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. What up, Hecate? Ooh, what does that mean? It says a spitting image of his dad. Where? Wait, what are you talking about with that? G says, I have a legit question. So why did Yaba make comments on Gina being in Foodie Beauty's chats and them not be? That's what I was. Yo, I'm so glad you asked that question. Hold on, let me finish reading it. I have a legit question. So why did Yaba make comments on Gina being in Foodie Beauty's chats and them not being friends anymore? Dumb joke, Yaba. They bring her up a lot, especially when this was all lurking. Do you want to know what I think that may be, G? I may be wrong about this, but maybe that was never the real Gina to begin with. Maybe they just used Gina, like the name Gina, as a pawn, because weren't they trying to set fucking Belinda up for a fake interview? Didn't somebody pretend to be Gina and like inquire with Belinda about having an interview? I think maybe it was a long con on Yaba's part. Like, they made a fake Gina, had that person talking in Foodie's chat so that it would be more likely to be believed by Belinda that they had a falling out and that she was inquiring about doing an interview. Do you know what I mean? It looks to me like that was some sort of fucking failed long con. That's what I think. What do you think? Do you guys think that was actually Gina in Foodie Beauty's chat? I think it was an attempt at a long con that fucking failed miserably. Nikki B says it doesn't take a fucking expert to say don't write a hagiography of a man and include his victim. The fuck are you talking about? Yo, that was a very strange thing as well. That was super strange that they mentioned the victim. That was such in poor taste, man. That was in such fucking poor taste. Do you know what that's like? Holy fuck. That's like, imagine a sister and a brother. Listen, let me paint you a picture. I have a son and a daughter, okay? My son ends up brutally murdering my daughter. And in her obituary, I write, loving sister. No, she's survived by her loving brother. Like, what? Do you know how fucking insane and fucking ridiculous and cruel and grotesque that is? Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that, man? I think somebody just donated to the PayPal. Or somebody just donated and said, hydrate on me, whatever drink is your jam currently. Sandy S. Thank you so much, Sandy S. I appreciate you so much. And it's so funny you say that. Do you know what I have next to me right now? Today I'm ballin'. I have, not only do I have a can of Shua Peepees, but I also have an ice cold fucking white cherry glacier too. So my next cherry glacier, I'm gonna purchase on your dime, girlfriend. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. I'm gonna be hydrated. Timaru says, in my opinion, it is understandable why Owl did that since he had that accused. Wait. It's understandable why Owl did that since he had they accused. But no, this is not. I don't know what you fucked up. I couldn't understand what you meant. Liza PR says, we're giving it a lot of judgment. And well, I would have done this. I would have done that. It happened in a span of 3 days. Let's give some grace. My God, no one is perfect. Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Liza PR, what are you talking about? Give some grace to who? And say specifically, are you saying something that I've said? Like, talk about me. What judgment have I leveled in whose direction? And how should I have given more grace? Donna Morte says no grace after she called other people pedophiles. See, I think, yeah, grace is not a good word. Grace is deserved kindness and deserved understanding. Yaba gets no grace because she does not deserve kindness or understanding. However, because I am me, I will always be fair. So I'll always be fair to her. But as far as grace, no, she doesn't fucking deserve grace. Not from me, not from anybody fucking else. Like, have you been watching? Whose side do you fight for? Like, what are you doing? Liza PR says, and we do not know all of it. We're not entitled to know about the CSA death obit. Here's the thing, though, Liza PR. No, we don't know all of it. But me specifically, I have been purposely using the words that I use and saying the things that I say and basing my judgment on what we do know. And if you listen to me, I am very careful. Like, just listen to how I talk. I always make sure to say, based on this, it looks like this. Very rarely will I even presume to act as though an assumption or a guess of mine is a fact. And even the assumptions that I do make, I base them on the evidence that's before me, while always taking into consideration that I don't know everything. You can never know everything. You know what I mean? Oh, see, I didn't know that. I would imagine Liza PR says the 4-year-old having her name plastered on Owl's YouTube stream. I would imagine that that's the reason why she took it down. If that's the case, then without a shadow of a doubt, I would imagine that that's the reason why she took it down. You know what's fucked up is I wish I had seen that live stream so that I could know what you're talking about. And like I said, should we watch the stream of Owls that has remained up? Do you guys want to do that? Do you think it is worth doing? Amber Chick says Owl censored the name. I saw her live. I don't know, man. See, I can't even argue with you. I can't agree with anybody else because I didn't see it myself. And I have different people saying different things. I can't even weigh in on it because I didn't see it. G says the point is after they knew and no one else did, they continued to call Gigi a ped, knowing how serious that word is, and also called Foodie Beauty. Yo, that's another thing too. And called Foodie Beauty one and said she draws cartoons for kids because she's a groomer. Yes, I'm telling you, all of these. This is why this conversation specifically is so necessary because of the way Yaba has willy-nilly thrown those words and those allegations in anybody's fucking direction. Like under the circumstances, she really has some fucking fat audacity. Like how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? The fuck is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. You know another conversation that I don't want to have, but something that I just want to say because this is something I do have compassion for Yaba for most of the time. Shit, I don't know when it cut me off, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know where it cut me off, guys. I'm so sorry. What I was saying though is that all of this makes me feel so many different things in so many different directions. It's so fucked up. All of it is so fucked up. Marie Incy says Owl did not name the girl. I saw her live. Oh, Nikki B says I gotta walk away from this before I pop a vein. Peace out. Goodbye, Nikki B. Always protect yourself first. Sama says Owl censored the name. Yeah, yo, let me ask you, Liza PR. Liza PR says, but this specific situation is really like one of the lowest, if not lowest, things I've seen done on YouTube, and it's hard not to say something. I agree with you, but let me ask you a question, Liza PR. How come, like, what is making you say that Owl did not censor the victim's name, but there's so many in chat saying that she did? Like, why does everybody have a different story? What did you see, Liza, that so many others are saying that you're wrong? And you're not being specific. You keep talking very ambiguously. Like, be specific when you're making allegations or saying how or why you feel a certain way. Please be more specific because you see, I'm engaging with you on purpose. Like, I am trying to hear out your point of view, your perspective, but I need more information. You have to be more specific, please. Liza PR says there were names on the first page she did not redact. Okay. Ooh, I caught it that time. I would imagine that she was reading Kiwi Farms. No. Was she reading Kiwi Farms? Is that the reason why? And then I would imagine that she caught herself and then fixed it once she realized. Is that what happened? Was Owl on live stream and then brought up the farms. Okay, hold on. Donna Morte saying no, she had her own screenshot. So then what, did she just make a mistake? Did she just make a mistake and put up a screenshot accidentally of one where she didn't redact it? Here's the point, Liza PR. This is the point I'm trying to make, is that she made a mistake and then after she realized she had done that, she censored the name while live. And now that stream is no longer live on YouTube, probably for this very reason. Like, she did the best she could to rectify the initial mistake. So I don't understand why it's such a big deal to you. She made a mistake, that's all. Like, that, it's crazy that this is the importance where you think this conversation needs to go. There's so many fucked up things. There's so many different conversations to have. I think it's crazy. I think it's there's no it's not useful to point the conversation in Owl's direction instead. So many people here did so many fucked up things with really fucked up intentions. You know? Liza PR says, right, but hold on, let me go back. Right, but this was a mistake that she should have never made, especially when this wasn't her thing to bring to YouTube. I mean, here, listen, I can respect your opinion on that. Uh, I mean, although you don't go in making a mistake thinking that you're making a mistake. What is the very nature of the word mistake? It's something she did accidentally. But on the second half of that, listen, I respect your opinion. There was a time in the very beginning of this, I felt very, very heavily in the direction, like I was judging very harshly anybody who was even considering bringing this to YouTube in any fucking way. I was judging really harshly the person who brought this matter to Kiwi Farms in the first place. But then I really sat down and I thought about it from all different directions. And I think the most important thing is that the victim's name is censored. I think out of everything, that is the most important thing at the end of the day. Yeah, see, that's what's crazy too. Capone Boxer says she didn't say the name, Yaba did, and Owl's jaw dropped. See, that's what I don't understand too. Like, do you watch Liza PR? Let me ask you a question. Do you watch Yaba and Sam? Like, are you aware that it's been Yaba and Sam who have been overtly and willy-nilly just saying the victim's name on their YouTube channels? Like, that's who you should be talking to. That's who you should be criticizing. I just don't understand making such a mountain out of a molehill out of somebody who just made a genuine mistake, a mistake that she corrected very quickly and to the best of her abilities. I just think there are more important conversations to have in this situation. Janice Jiggly Girl says, Owl can bring it to YouTube if she feels like it's important. Why not take this up with her? I mean, that's a good question, but also I'm choosing to engage with her. You know what I mean? I always like to, I genuinely, like, if you ever read my little 3 things in the bottom that you have to click for my channel, I enjoy having conversations where we seemingly disagree, because it is legitimately the All right, that should be better now. You can hear me now, right? Did you hear anything I said? Did you hear me when I said that I was gonna fix my mic? Please tell me you can fucking hear me now. What the fuck is going on? Where is my live stream? No. Okay, you can hear me? I'm so sorry. I don't know when it stopped. I know when it told me it stopped, but then I fixed it pretty immediately. We heard nothing, but from like how long do you think? Was it like 5 minutes? According to me, it was maybe 30 seconds long. I know it is hard to communicate like this, Liza. It's still doing it, guys. Ah! Where is my fucking thing? How do I sound? I sound fine too. No fucking way. Okay, hold on a second again. I gotta fix this for real. Hold on. Guys, I should go anyway. Isn't Belinda and Gaining Ground about to go live anyway? Aren't they about to go live in like 5 seconds? All right, I'm going to go anyway. Maybe we'll reconvene later tonight, like after their live stream. And guys, go and support. They're doing a charity live stream. I can't wait to see what they're going to talk about. Maybe we'll reconvene here after the fact, and we'll like, do an after the show type thing. And I don't know, it depends on how things go. But and I'll promise I will have my mic set up appropriately so this doesn't happen again. It's very annoying. But I'll see you guys later. All right, and I'll see you there. I'll see you in stream. Bye, guys.